To hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He thinks they could be doing much better work on the defensive glass and be
Hey guys, I've been taking a bit of a summer break from 2K. Now that we have some news about 2K15, I wanted to talk about what's been announced and maybe finish out this MyGM season. No promises though. And yes, we made the playoffs. And of course Riggs Gadsden, who we traded to the Jazz, was selected as the Rookie of the Year. Not that we have anything to complain about, since we had a whopping 50-win season. The two most loved game modes for me have always been online leagues and crew mode. Unfortunately, crew has been missing from the game for a few years now. Meanwhile, EA's FIFA and NHL have both had these modes, and year after year they've proven to provide the best experiences in these games. Online leagues in Next Gen were a complete miss as well, with many of the essential features missing. MyGM took away a lot of the control from the association we were used to as well. Surprisingly, the news of 2K15 have been very positive so far, with 2K announcing True Mode for the last gen consoles. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they will have it directly ported to the current gen versions, with quotes from 2K saying it will be 360 and PS3 only. 2K's community manager LD2K however stated that they will be talking about it on current gen more this week, saying we're going to love the news. My guess is they will still want to hang on to the monstrosity that they call the park, and somehow implement crew features around it, which is a disappointment to say the least. There's nothing worse than having to wait 30 minutes on the sidelines to play a game with no basketball rules that only goes to 21. All we can do is hope it's going to be a bit better than that. The other news we had was 2K announcing MyLeague, which is them bringing back association and giving some more options to tweak how the AI behaves off the court. And most importantly, not having any of the VC bullshit they put into MyGM. That's great news for offline, and for online, the interview with the Operation Sports claims they've taken steps to make it a lot better than it was last year. Hopefully, it will be good enough to be worth playing. You know it's the playoffs when the Hall of Fame CPU starts to hit these kind of shots. Trey Burke's awful rotation leaves Harris wide open. Cleveland made the playoffs mostly on the back of Kyrie Irving being damn good. With our opening lineup having two lengthy bigs with Randolph at 6'11" and Vucevic at 7 feet, we had the edge going in against their small ball lineup that featured Bennett on power forward and Boozer at the center. Here's an example where we missed quite a few opportunities but still get a basket as a reward for all the offensive boards we got. Points of emphasis still proves why it's worse than the system we had before. No reason Bryant should rotate on this pick and roll with Vucevic already in the paint. CPU makes the same mistake on the other end, but Oladipo was ice cold in this game, shooting 1 for 7 at this point.
Oh boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
No good from Gibson.
We get a break and put it to Bryant. He fakes out Waiters and then draws contact from Carousel while still putting the shot in. Hope has no hope in containing Vucevic and dunks it down for an and one. Vucevic splits the screen for an open jumper. Bryant shows why he's our future with a nice finish that gives us the lead for the halftime.
Just want to come out and aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so they're not going to quit. They're going to keep playing. We just have to keep getting stops and keep believing that we can win this game, and good things will happen.
Real voice works great in theory, but on our team, the only one with recorded clips is Vucevic, and he seems to be repeating the same things quite a lot. Irving completely crosses me over, but our rim protection is strong and he gets rejected. On the break the other way, Aflalo doesn't get to his place on the 3-point line and misses the layup attempt. Kyrie shows what Hall of Fame can do in these playoffs. Harkless gets the board and goes all the way as the Cavs defense completely forgets about the ball. Bryant gets on a break of his own, and while he faces some opposition, it's not nearly enough to stop him. Deciding it's time to take over the game, Bryant makes a fool out of Deng with this up and under.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Now here's Zeller.
We defend the pick and roll with good rotation. Waiters makes a bad pass which Jeffrey gladly picks up and goes the other way to make the lead 9 points.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 9-point Magic lead.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Aflalo finds Harkless wide open in the corner, who makes them pay.
That's good. Harkless has got 11 in the second half.
A few bad possessions and Cleveland is right back in the game. Irving gets rejected on this chance to bring it within 3. We find a mismatch as Vucevic gets matched up with Waiters. Vucevic goes to work and simply rolls over Waiters for an easy layup. Here's one of the problems with the animations in this game. In this play I only have 700ths of a second to say in front of Bennett, after which the game initiates an animation on my part that makes me bump behind him, effectively putting me off this play. For comparison, the average human reaction time is 3 times the length. And when the AI wants to score, it will. I'm double teaming Boozer with 2 guys well over his height, but he has no problem putting it over Vucevic for an and 1. The AI decides to press as I'm up with 6 with 7 minutes to go. That means an easy dunk for Oladipo. On this pick and roll we get stuck in the infamous animation, which means we can't cancel the pass to Randolph. Luckily it gets through Irving and Randolph catches it and puts it down with a ferocious dunk. Kyrie does everything wrong, but still gets the ball back and gets into an unblockable contact animation to put it in. Kyrie gets wide open, but Harris denies the floater. They get it back, but somehow Gibson misses the shot. On the break the other way, we're starting to seal the deal. As the match is wrapping up, the other bit of news we got this week was that the PC version will be on par with the next-gen consoles this year, which is great news for modders and PC gamers. Personally, I do most of my gaming on PC, but sports games have commonly been a console-dominated space. With Crew maybe coming back and online leagues upgraded, I'm still going to get the console version for online, as the player base on PC for NBA 2K is tiny compared to consoles. For my career I prefer the PC version, as with some hex editing it's easy to change the season length and other things like that, so I might be getting it on PC as well. Thanks for watching. The Cavaliers have somewhat of an interesting team, but they are not really favorites to win this year. We'll see how the series ends up going next time.